I still feel my heart slamming against my ribs just thinking about it. 1 minute everything was normal. The next this Karen turned a tiny tap into a full-on nightmare chase right there in the bright afternoon sun at the big box store parking lot. I was easing out of my spot. Super careful. Signal on. Checking every mirror like a responsible guy should. My wife Irene sat right beside me, humming along to the radio, bags of groceries in the back. We had just grabbed dinner stuff for the kids. Then out of nowhere this massive SUV whipped around the corner way too fast. Our bumpers barely kissed. Maybe a 2-inch scratch at most. No big deal. Right?
Wrong.
The driver's door flew open and out she stormed. This woman we'll call Karen. Face already beet red. Hair flying everywhere. You hit my car, she screamed loud enough for the whole lot to hear. Do you have any idea what you just did? You're paying for everything right now. I stepped out. Hands up. Voice steady even though my pulse was racing. Ma'am, it was an accident. I'm really sorry. Let's just swap insurance info like adults and handle it the right way. Irene leaned out the window, eyes wide. Alex, honey, maybe we should just call the cops now. Karen ignored her completely. She jabbed a finger inches from my face. No, you don't get to decide. I want your license, your registration, cash on the spot. You ruined my day and you're not leaving until I say so. Her voice cracked with that entitled screech that makes your skin crawl. The smell of hot asphalt and exhaust hung thick in the air while people in nearby cars started staring. You sighed deep, trying to keep calm. I'm not running. But yelling isn't fixing anything. That's when she lost it. She lunged toward my car, banging on the hood. Get back here. You coward. Heart pounding. I slid back behind the wheel. Irene, buckle up. We're moving to a safer spot near the store entrance where there's security. I crept forward real slow, maybe 5 miles an hour, trying to de-escalate. But Karen? She took off running after us on foot, screaming the whole time. Stop that car. He's fleeing the scene. Her shoes slapped the pavement. Heavy breathing mixed with curses. Irene gasped beside me. Oh my God. Alex? She's right on our tail. What if she grabs the door? The fear in her voice made my stomach twist. I glanced in the mirror and there she was. Face contorted like something out of a bad dream. Arms flailing. A few shoppers actually filmed it on their phones. The sun beat down bright, reflecting off windshields, and all I could smell was burnt rubber from her earlier skid. Then she jumped back in her SUV and started tailgating me hard, honking nonstop. The chase was on, weaving between rows of parked cars. She's gonna ram us, Irene cried out, gripping the dash so tight her knuckles went white. My hands were sweaty on the wheel. Every second felt like forever. Can you imagine? One little bumper tap and now this? Just when I thought it couldn't get worse. Flashing lights cut through the chaos. A police cruiser rolled up fast from the other end of the lot. Officer Thompson stepped out tall and calm, hand on his radio. He planted himself right in Karen's path as she tried to swerve around me. Ma'am, stop the vehicle now, he called. Voice firm but controlled. Karen slammed her brakes and exploded out again, pointing at me. Officer, he hit my car and tried to run. Arrest him. Officer Thompson didn't even blink. I saw the whole thing from the entrance. You were speeding through the lot. Witnesses already confirmed it. Step back. She turned on him next. Full Karen mode. You can't talk to me like that. I pay your salary. Her voice echoed off the cars, shrill and shaking. Irene and I sat there watching, breathing hard. I rolled down the window just enough. Officer, we have everything on dash cam and she chased us for 2 full rows. He nodded once. Stay in your vehicle. I've got this. Body cam rolling. He asked for her license. That's when it all unraveled. Turns out Karen had 2 prior reckless driving tickets and an expired insurance card. She kept arguing, voice getting higher, until he finally said the words that changed everything. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for reckless endangerment and disorderly conduct." Handcuffs clicked. Karen's face went from rage to shock in a heartbeat. "This is ridiculous. He started it," she yelled as they guided her into the cruiser. But the crowd that had gathered clapped lightly. One lady even called out, "About time someone stood up to that nonsense." Irene let out the longest sigh of relief I've ever heard. "Alex, we're okay. She's done." The smell of the parking lot suddenly felt normal again. Sun warm on our faces instead of burning. Officer Thompson walked over, handed me a card. "You did everything right staying calm. File your claim and we'll send the report. People like that don't get to bully their way through life." I shook his hand, still a little shaky. "Thank you, officer. You showed up exactly when we needed it." As the cruiser pulled away with Karen in the back, still glaring, I looked at Irene and smiled for the first time in 20 minutes. See? Karma doesn't miss. Folks, here's the truth that hit me hardest that day. You can't control a Karen's meltdown, but you can control how you respond. Stay calm. Document everything. Let the professionals handle it. That minor accident could have turned ugly fast, but because we didn't panic and the police stepped in quick, justice rolled in like it was supposed to. Irene squeezed my hand. "We're telling the kids tonight how their dad handled a real-life crazy and won without yelling back. And yeah, the scratch on my bumper? Fixed for free thanks to her insurance once the report dropped. She got a court date and a hefty fine. Bitter end for her. Sweet peace for us. Never let anyone chase you away from doing the right thing. Instead, call for help when you need it, and watch how fast the universe balances the scales. That's the real win."